But for the sake of our audience, and especially our students or others who might aspire to be songwriters, could you take one of your recent songs and walk us through the process?
I can, yeah. I got one that's kind of new. It's still learning. So in February, I'd had a hard winter. My dad died. I was just feeling kind of down. I'm going through menopause. My hormones are nuts. So I had been working on this song for a long time that wasn't working. And so one morning I just thought, well, I'll just write. And I started writing with just a meter and an idea, and I was just writing on, I wasn't with my guitar. And I just wrote this thing that said, put away all your anger, put away all your sad, put away all the winter, it's just a dream you had. And I had this line. I thought, okay, that's got rhythm, because it's got your thing's got to have a rhythm. And I'd been listening to John Prine interview, and John Prine is not worried about a melody. He's not worried about it at all. So I probably started anywhere, but this is not going to be. We're not going to actually play it. I'm going to just put it. I'm going to tear it apart. So I just, and when I started it, I just put away all of your angry, put away all of your sad, put away all of the winter. It's just a dream you had. So all I did was I went 1, 4, 5 chords. I just went through a circle of chords and I just used my words. And it's one of those songs that just laid out. Those are easy songs, in my opinion, to write because they just lay out. I have another one I'll talk about that was so much harder. But and then I would spend a lot of time then thinking about what the chorus was. And eventually I worked into a place where I had this verse. And I'll tell you that the interesting thing was about how to make the chorus different from the verse. Because often in songwriting we have this great thing, this little piece of material that's 4 lines with melody. And the question is, how do we make the chorus different? And the one thing I got out of the Berklee College of Music website was, it was Pat Pattison, somebody, they give these little free little videos for 30 seconds, so you'll sign up. And I watched the 30, and the videos, the 30 seconds was, if you can sing the words of your chorus to the melody of your verse, or vice versa, they're too similar. They don't work. And I've always thought that was a brilliant piece of information. So I have this verse that goes, let's see. Put away all of your anger, put away all of your sad, put away all of the winter. It's just a bad dream you had. And then I needed something else, and I've had for years this line, I will love you to the moon. I got it in a dream. Never know what to do with it. And I'm always trying to stick it in a song. So I tried to stick it in this one, and it worked. And take out that little seed, the hope that we all need. I will love you to the moon. And I just had that for a while. And I was doing my taxes. So I just thought, what would the next line be? Put away all your receipts, because I already was putting it. What you owe and what you'll keep. So I'm saying verses, same melody. Your plan to survive if the drop is sudden and steep. And everything in this song, for my rule, is it has to actually talk to me. And my dad had died, and I'm like, how am I going to survive with what I inherited? Will I die? So that's what that, your plan, I don't know why that's doing that, sorry, Bill. Put away all your receipts, what you owe and what you'll keep. Your plan to survive if the drop is sudden and steep. Let the afternoon come and maybe not get anything done, because by now I have a melody, I have a rhyme scheme. These first 2 lines rhyme and the last 2 lines rhyme, and then there's a line at the end that doesn't have to rhyme to anything. I will love you to the moon. And the chorus shows up as a piece. It's a total gift, but it starts out to the moon, to the moon, on the mornings when you're feeling old. All the warnings you were ever told seem to be coming true. To the moon, when you can't remember how or why, love might hang in your sky. And I had it that way for a while. And the problem is they're too similar. So I one day thought, I'd also gone to another fabulous songwriting workshop by a woman named Susan Cattaneo. And she had this one piece of info. I get like one piece of information from all speakers. And she said, if you're going to have a note in your chorus, don't let it show up in your verse. Let it just be it's got to be special. If you use it a lot in your verse, it's not going to be special when you show up in your chorus. So I thought, well, okay, let's find a note I haven't used. To the moon. So I thought, okay, I've got to change it. To the moon on the mornings when you're feeling old. what I have now is I have a song that has a verse and a chorus, and I actually am not entirely sure that it's done yet, because they tell you that you need to have, often you need to have a bridge. Doesn't need to have a bridge. I'm probably going to live with this song for a while because I don't have to record it. It might need something else, but I'm pleased with how it just showed up. I've had other songs, though, take 10 years because they just don't show up. I'm not sure if that answers what you were asking for, but
No, exactly
did
what I
that
was
help?
asking.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that gives us a picture. Let me ask you, kind of a follow on from there. So that's sort of that, you're still in that mode of the really creative
Yep.
process, right? Talk about editing.
Oh my God, I edit things to death. I'm bad news with editing. That's a problem for me, is I over edit, but it's not that you shouldn't edit. I have students who write a song and they come into my workshops in these adult camps and they're like, I wrote a song, it's ready, it's done. I mean, this is an hour after he started it. And he's like, it's done. And I kind of want to say, you might want to check in with it tomorrow. See if tomorrow you might want to change it. For me, editing is over time. We are all in love with our song when we first write it. So am I. I think it's perfect. I want you to hear it exactly as it is, and I can't think of anything that needs to change. But the next day, I go, oh, I didn't notice that. There's that little weird spot right there. Or I get bored. I find if you're getting through a song and there's a spot where I get bored of singing it, definitely needs work. If I'm getting bored, my audience is definitely going to get bored. Or there's a place where I mumble. I've talked to other people about this. If there's a spot in your song where you mumble, you probably don't feel really good about those lyrics. You probably need to change them because you're mumbling them because you don't think they're that good. For me, editing is also done by trying them out on people. I perform them. There's a way that an audience will look like they're watching you, and then there's the time when they go, and they're clearly checking out. And if I have a new song, then they do that, I think, that song isn't that good. I think of a song as a 3-minute piece of energy, and it's got to be energized, very energized, to keep your attention. I mean, I play to people who've never heard my songs all the time. I'm not usually going back to people who are like, oh, we love that one, we heard it on the radio. That's not my life. My life is, you got to love it the first time, so it's got to be really energized, and it's got to be user-friendly. You got to.
So can you think of an example, and I know this is a little bit inside baseball, a little bit revealing, but can you give us an example of an edit that you did where you say, I thought that, this is what I had, and it was okay, but when I was editing, I found this.
That it got better.
Yeah.
The edit got better.
Yeah. Can you play us something, show us an example of that?
Yeah, where the edit made it better, because I got a lot where the edit made it worse. Right now
That's not good.
Right now I get edits that make it worse. Let me just think about that for a second. I don't remember the beginning of one that would work. Oh, yeah. This morning we rearranged the verses, and it made a huge difference. And this chorus, this is a new song. This chorus, Charlie, here's how this song used to start, and here's how the chorus used to go with it. And Charlie's going to wait it out for a minute. The Irish, they have curtains. The Irish, they have curtains. Some are lace, some are not. Through that Irish window, my father's father fought his way up through the signs the Irish need not apply. He said the family's all you can trust, on your side, on your side. Your side. And the verse, there's a lot of verses with that. Your side. It wasn't ever quite taking off energetically, and this is now musically, it's not lyrically. And the song had started with a line, sorry, I shouldn't shake my head, with a line that was, I have my mother's silver and I run my father's store. That's what I'd written it based on, because I had my mother's silver and I was running my father's money because he's in a nursing home, and I wanted to talk about that in the terms of our current world, because I have a family that's very divided anyway. So, but I thought I had to start at the beginning. My grandfather, my father's father, that's supposed to be the beginning. And then the beginning of my mother. And it turned out today, we thought, you know what, let's start in the beginning. There's that, here we are in a university, I will mispronounce it, in media res. You start in the middle of the story. And so what I ended up doing is realizing I have to start in the middle of this story, and often we need to start in the middle of the story. I have a lot of students where they write the song, and actually the first verse just got them into it, and the second verse is actually their first verse. But they don't know that because they think you need all this information. And we are often brought into a song much more if we start right in the middle. So that's the lyrical thing, but and we'll do the whole song. But Charlie, so this chorus, your side, and I played it for a couple months this way, and which side? And as one person, it's not bad. By the time you've heard that chorus 5 times, you're a little tired of it, and it doesn't make you want to sing along. It just doesn't quite have it, and I didn't know why. And this is when the notes are magic energy. You don't quite know why a note, I mean, anybody can tell you about the theory, but when they actually talk to you about coming up with a melody, in books they say you're lucky, you had inspiration. You don't build one of those magic melodies, they show up. And I'm not saying this is magic, but Charlie's improved this. So what happened is we're playing this chorus, and now Charlie, I'm gonna have you. Charlie starts coming up with a way to sing it, and so he's singing it harmony, and I'm changing my harmony. So now let's sing the chorus the way it is now.
With the bass?
Yeah, you can play it, yeah. Mm-hmm. Which side? He changed his note, so I changed my note. And this, to me, I mean, you may all disagree, because we just did this like 2 weeks ago, but we think this is a better chorus. Which side? Which side? And I'm not even sure yet what we're going to do it, but hopefully it's going to make you want to sing along. So now we're going to do the whole song for you, okay? You ready? Okay. So Charlie, you're going to play your little riff. Because now we have a hook. So we're going to do it again, so we have a hook. I have my mother's silver, but I run my father's store. My father and my mother came from a long tribal war. The Catholic and the Protestant, they never could agree. And dividing up the world just comes natural to me. And the Irish, they have curtains, some are lace and some are not. And through that Irish window, my father's father fought his way up through the signs the Irish need not apply. He said the family's all you can trust on your side. Which side? Which side? And on my mother's side they would recite the family tree. God freed his wing with all of his pilgrim progeny. And there's a family homestead and a historic sign. And they'd like you to know they have been here a long time on this side. Oh, we hope you want to sing along. Which side? And oh, now the family, what will we do? 'Cause there are cousins who are red and there are cousins who are blue. And we gather at the wedding and we gather at the wake, and we leave it at the door for the family's sake. Which side? Which side? We pull on the rope, we pull as hard as we can, and we pull the other side right through our hand. We pull for all we know, we pull for all that we believe, and we pull for our side. We think that's all that we need is our side. Which side? Which side? We're still working on it, but it's getting there.
I started singing along, but I remembered I had a microphone on, so I thought that.
Yeah, and I was starting to cough, and I thought, oh my God, I got like lavaliers, I can't do that.